Hi, I'm Patricia with the Crazy Cat Lady Crochet and Crafts, and in this video I'd like to show you how to crochet this cute bowl cozy. It's got handles that you can either hang onto on the outside, or you can slip your fingers through these loops and carry it like this on your fingers. You can, since this one is made of cotton, you can put it in your microwave and with the bowl in it, heat up whatever liquids you're going to be having in your bowl, such as soup or chili. Or it's perfect if you've got a big bowl of ice cream and you don't want your hands to get cold. So let's go ahead and get started. So in order to crochet this cozy bowl, you will need some cotton yarn, any color of your choice. I'm using a size 5 hook for this project because it is what goes with the yarn. There you go. Of course, you'll need some scissors, and you will need a yarn needle to sew the handles. Stitch the last chain stitch to the first chain stitch. For this project, I'm going to use the magic circle, and I will provide the link down in the bottom on a video that demonstrates how to do the magic circle. But it is pretty easy. You just wrap the yarn on the underside of your fingers, bring the yarn toward you, cross over the top yarn so you have an X, and then what you'll want to do, like, it's hard for me to look in the camera and do this at the same time, so you want to go under the first yarn, over the second yarn, pull it out. As you're pulling it out, twist it up so the top of the hook is facing up, and then you'll want to grab that second yarn around the hook, and then as you're pulling it through the slip knot, turn the hook down and pull through. And the most important thing about this magic circle is you need to crochet around this tail right here. Mine got twisted around. There we go. So after you get your magic circle started, or you got your 4 chain stitches crocheted and slip stitched together, we're going to do 3 chain stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. This is going to count as your first double crochet, and you just pull that tail and it makes the circle a little bit smaller. So you got your first double crochet right here. First thing we're going to want to do is make 11 more double crochets, because we're going to need 12 altogether. So there's 1, 2, 3, little bit more. Makes it easier to work with. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. What you're going to do is just going to pull on the tail and see how it brings it all together. I'll pull that out a little bit. There we go. Now it's closed up. And then we're going to slip stitch this last stitch into this first stitch. All right, so that's the first round. The next round, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to put the next double crochet into that space right there. So now we have 2 double crochets. Then we're going to put 2 double crochets in each stitch. We're going to put 2 double crochets there. There's 1. And 2. So go ahead and go around this circle, putting 2 double crochets in each space. At the end of the round, you should have a total of 24 stitches. So go ahead and pause the video, and when you're done crocheting your 24 stitches, hit play again, and I'll tell you what the next step is. Now that we have our 24 crochets in the second row, we're going to go ahead and slip stitch this last stitch to the top of the chain 3. go ahead and snug that down. Then do 3 chain stitches. That's your first double crochet. Then we're going to put the second double crochet right there in that hole. And then the next thing we're going to do is put 1 double crochet in this spot. And then do your increase, which is 2 double crochet stitches in one space. And then 1 double crochet in the next spot. And then do your increase. One double crochet. And do your increase. And when you get done with this round, you should have 36 stitches. So go ahead and continue doing this pattern. Do your increase and then a double crochet. Increase and a double crochet. And when you get to the end of the round, I'll be right here waiting on you. Now that we have 36 stitches in this round, let's go ahead and slip stitch this number 36 stitch to the top of this 3 chain right here. And sometimes it's just hard to find a spot to go in it. There we go. And then just tie it down. Do 3 chain stitches. There's 3 chain stitches. Then you want to do double crochet right in that spot. And for this round, we're going to do 2 double crochets and then 2 single crochet, double crochet. So we've got 2 double crochets right here, and then for the next stitch it's going to be a double crochet, and then the next stitch is going to be a double crochet, and then in the next stitch you're going to do your increase. Pull this down and pull out some more yarn. So we've got an increase 1, 2, and then that's the first double crochet of the increase. And then we're going to put another one in that same spot. So it's going to be increase, double crochet, increase, double crochet, double crochet, and then your increase, and then your double crochet, and another double crochet in the next stitch, and then do your increase, which is 2 double crochets in the same spot. So it should look like increase, double crochet, increase. So go ahead and continue this for the rest of the round. And when you get done, as always, I will be there waiting on you to tell you the next thing to do. Here we are at stitch number 48. So we are going to, as in the past round, we are going to slip stitch the last stitch to the first stitch. And we have one more row of increases to do. So we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3 to first double crochet. And then we're going to put the next double crochet right there in that spot. Right there. So there's our increase. And you've probably noticed that we've made a pattern that we got increase, increase, increase in the first row. Then we did increase, double crochet, increase, double crochet in the second row. Then in the third row, we did, then the next row we did, this is actually the fourth row, we did increase, double crochet, double crochet. So I'm guessing that you already know that we're going to do an increase, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. 3 separate double crochets in between each increase. At the end of this row, we should have 60 stitches. So we got 1, 2, and then this stitch is going to be supposed to be a double crochet. Pay attention. I'm talking to myself. There's 1 double crochet. And if you've never crocheted while looking into a camera, I do advise it. It is quite the challenge. So we get your increase, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. And that's the pattern that we're going to continue. And trying to crochet while looking into the camera is why it seems like I'm slow. But I like doing this. I like sharing my projects with you. And plus, if I ever want to do this project again, I've got it on video. Okay, so we got a lot of double crochets. Increase, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. Okay, yeah. Let me just went one too far. This is why it's good to keep looking back. Sometimes it's easy to lose track of what you've done. There's the second double crochet. There's the third double crochet. And then we want to do an increase, which is 2 double crochets in the same spot. Then there's the first double crochet. There's the second double crochet. And there's the third double crochet. And now we're going to do the increase. So continue this pattern. When you get done and you count and make sure that you have 48 stitches in the row, go ahead and press play. And let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the last row of double crochet and increases that we're going to do. But I have a surprise for you. But I'll tell you about it when we get back. And this is what your 5th round of your flat circle should look like. I just got done counting, and I do have 60 stitches in this 5th round. So let's go ahead and slip stitch this last stitch to the top of this chain 3. And we're gonna pull them tight together. And we're gonna lay this one aside. You can have the choice. Now that we have both flat circles slip stitched together, or maybe you're just opting to go with one flat circle, either way, that's okay. The next step is we're going to double crochet 60 stitches around. Just chain up 3 and then do 60 double crochets around the outside. This should be, there we go, it is wrapped. I'll grab those 2 right there. 1 and 2. And this will start to build the wall for the cozy. So there's 2. 3. 4. 5. And once you get double crocheted all the way around, I'll be back here waiting on you. Now that we've completed 60 double crochets around the flat circle, it's starting to build up the wall. See how it's standing up now? Okay, so we're going to slip stitch this stitch number 60 to the top of this chain 3. My cat's scratching. And then the next 4 rows we're going to do single crochets. So we're going to do 60 single crochets, after each round, go ahead and chain up 1 and move to the next row and just do 4 rows of single crochets. If you have stitch markers handy, you might want to use them to mark the beginning and the end of your rows. That's what I'm getting at right now. Go mark that one right there. Once you get to your stitch marker, go ahead and chain up 1 and do another row. Do 4 rows of single crochet. Once you get done, go ahead and press play. Now that we've finished up 4 rows of 60 stitches going around, this is what we got here. And so far, if you put your bowl in there, this is how it looks. The next step we're going to do is we're going to put the handles on the side. So just right where your 60 stitches ended, we're going to do 10 single crochets. And go ahead and mark that right there. That's going to be the start. So there's 1. Pull that marker out until I get that stitch made, and then I'll put it back in. Put it right in the way. There we go. I'll put it back in. There's the first stitch. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Once you get to the 10th stitch, we're going to chain 1, and turn our work. We'll do 10 stitches back, and we're going to do 10 rows of 10 single crochets. Once you get your 10 rows complete, I'll show you how to sew it to the cozy itself. So go ahead and pause the video. Once you get done, press play and I'll be here waiting on you. So this is the 10th stitch of the 10th row. And what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, and then just pull out a long tail. So we're going to sew this handle to the cozy. Find my scissors here. Excuse me. And then get your yarn needle. Then you'll want to flip your handle down to the first row of your single crochet. And you're going to sew just like this. So you've got the top row of the handle to the first row of the single crochet, and then just start sewing. Just your up and down, basting stitches. And I'm going to go back and forth twice, so it's good and secure. And when you get this handle done, and you feel like it's secure enough to the cozy, then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So go ahead and pause the video. Finish sewing your handle to the cozy. Remember, it's the top of the cozy to the first row of the single crochet. Now that I've did 2 rows of sewing, I'm pretty confident in the strength that it's going to hold. Yep. So with your yarn on the inside of the bowl, let's go ahead and catch a loop there. And then we're going to knot it a few times. Alrighty. And since we already got the thread on the needle, we'll go ahead and tuck the tail at the same time. And we'll make one more pass. There we go. Get our scissors and cut it. So far we have our bow cozy. And one handle. So what we're going to do is we're going to, from this marker here, so this was one stitch, we're going to count around here, each side 20 stitches. Since the handle is 10, around this side will be 10 plus 20 is 30. And if you count around here, 20. And so you got 10 and 20 is 40. And 20 is 60. We're going to count around from the end of this handle, 20, put the marker. And then we're going to count from the end of this handle, 20, and put a marker. That means there's 10 stitches between this marker and this marker. There's 10 stitches over here. So we got 20 on this side, 20 on this side. That's 20, 40, 50, 60. Okay. I had to do some thinking about that. It's easy to determine where the first handle is going to go. The placement of the second handle involves a little math. And some of us needed to think a little while about that. So let's go ahead and attach our yarn to the cozy. I want that loop to be just a little bit bigger than that. There we go. Now, however you attach your yarn to something, that's how you should do it. This is just the way that I do. It's my way. My project, my way. Your project, your way. I just kind of slipped it on there. All right. So we're going to do 10 single crochets from this point to the red marker. There should be 10. So we've got 1. I like to tuck the tails as I go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull some yarn. 7, 8, 9, and I'll take that red marker out. I already know I can't crochet with those. In the spot 10. Then we're going to chain 1, turn, and we're going to do another row of 10 single crochets. I think I got that one too tight. Come on. Phew, that one's tight. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You go ahead and continue doing your single crochets. We need 10 rows altogether of 10 single crochets. So meet me back here when you're done doing your single crochets. Here we are at the end of the 10th row of the 10 crochet stitches. I've already chained one, so I'm going to pull out a long piece of yarn so we can sew the handle to the cozy, and that should be long enough. Oh, let's see. I have a little bag on the side here where I put my extra yarn. Keeps the cats out of it. I don't have to worry about them getting yarn balls. Usually if a cat spits up, it's hairballs. When they eat yarn, I call it yarn balls. I don't know why they'd want to eat yarn, but I have caught them doing it. I'm not having much luck at this. Try it one more time. I have one of those needle threader gadgets, but guess what? I can't find it. Guess I'm going to order another one because this is... Here we go. You know, if you start talking bad about something, it starts to act right. Okay. Just like on the other side, we're going to take the top and the handle, this stitch of the single crochet, so the fourth one down. And we're going to just sew it in. And I'm going to do 2 rows, 2 passes. So I like my stuff to be secure. I hate to throw it in the washing machine and it come all apart. All this work for nothing then. Now I'm going to go to the outside one stitch. There we go. And then we're going to go back the same way we come from. You know, and I've been thinking about these cozies, you know, even if you just have cereal in your bowl, they sure are decorative. Decorative touch to your table. If each person in your family like has a favorite color, you could make one their favorite color, or make some to match the color of your plates. There's a lot of options you can do with this bowl cozy. Holiday coming along, if you want to make some like brown and orange for Thanksgiving, or Christmas right after that, you could make some red, white, and green ones for the holidays. Dress up your table a little bit. Just use your imagination. That's what I like to do. Alright, so now we're going to pass this one through to the inside. And we're going to, just like on the other side, we're going to grab a few loops. Do some knots, do some knotting. And then since we already have yarn on the hook, we'll go ahead and hide the tails too. One. I like to do it 3 times. 2. And then, since this is on the inside of the bowl, on the inside of the handle, nobody's really going to see it, but still like it to look nice because my name is associated with this bowl. So I just take a lot of pride in my work. And once you get your yarn hid and glued, go ahead and cut the yarn. Don't cut your project. There we go. All right, let's see what we have here. Put a bowl in there. Now remember, since this is cotton yarn that we made this one with, you can put it in the microwave. I'm not sure if the dye in the yarn would like cause it to make fumes or smoke. I just had mine in there for like a minute or 2, and I didn't notice any odors. I wouldn't put it in there for an extended period of time. Just however long it takes to warm up a bowl of soup or a bowl of chili. It is getting to be chilly weather. At least here in Alabama it is. And there we have our cute little bowl cozy. Let's see if I can get a different angle on it. There's my mess on my table. There we go. And this size, basically, it does stretch. So if you have a bigger bowl than this Corelle bowl, this Corelle bowl is, I got my tape measure right here, I could tell you. The base of this Corelle bowl is 4 inches. And the top of this Corelle bowl is, what would you call that? 6 1/8 inches. So, and this is going to stretch, so it'll probably accommodate, I would say probably up to about an 8-inch bowl. I know when I made this one, which is the same size, I've got different size bowls, and I did try several of them out in it, and they all fit very well in there. But if you have larger bowls, you would just want to make, and you wanted to make one for a larger bowl, you would just need to either do more increases in your flat circle to accommodate the extra size, or you could do some increases. You could do some increases here in your single crochet. You might want to do a couple increases to make it come out a little bit. But this size that we have here, 6 inches, fits very well. And then, like I said, I have bigger bowls. That's kind of like a loose fit right there. So you know a bigger bowl will fit in there very well. And also if you're an ice cream eater like I am, I don't like my hands to be cold, so this will protect my hands from getting cold when I eat my ice cream. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up for a like. If you'd like to see more videos from me, please click on the subscribe button. And if you'd like to be notified of when I'm doing more videos, go ahead and click on the notification. I think it's a bell. Y'all have a good day, and thank you so much for spending this time with me.